This is about to be something special.
Since opening day, Shohei Ohtani has been putting on a two-way show. That's captivated every baseball fan out there. But right after the 2026 season began, Ohtani suddenly fell into an unexpected slump at the plate. While Japanese media scrambled to figure out what was going on, Ohtani made a surprising choice. Instead of following the latest trend of the high-tech torpedo bat, he completely ignored it and went with a hollowed-out bat, deliberately shaving down the barrel. A bold, unconventional decision, sacrificing distance on purpose. In this video, we'll take you through Ohtani's incredible comeback story from that early season slump.
Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe.
He figured it out completely on his own.
What shook the baseball world wasn't just Ohtani's dramatic comeback. It was witnessing the hidden secret behind it unfold right before their eyes. Right after the start of the 2026 season, Ohtani found himself in a deep slump that no one saw coming. Even with powerhouse hitters like Betts and Freeman struggling with low batting averages, the explosive crack of Ohtani's long hits suddenly went completely silent. Media outlets around the world kept asking the same question day after day. What on earth was happening to Ohtani? A heavy sense of concern started to spread among fans everywhere. Still, manager Roberts urged everyone to stay calm, saying, "There's no need to panic." But the impact on the team was impossible to ignore. Even the hitting coaches reportedly noticed that Ohtani had drifted slightly from his usual routine, and behind the scenes, there were growing concerns about his condition. But while the noise and panic grew around him, Ohtani himself remained incredibly calm. Day after day, new bats kept arriving in the clubhouse, and he would quietly unbox each one, methodically testing them at the plate. He also took extra swings during outdoor batting practice before games, later explaining that he wanted to change the scenery and delay his timing just a bit. It was a daily grind of trial and error, staying locked in with his own feel, working through it the hard way. Then came April 5th against the Nationals, and suddenly, all that quiet work paid off in spectacular fashion. A monstrous shot, 114 miles per hour off the bat, traveling over 440 feet. In an instant, he went from the depths of a slump to a full-on home run surge. "I think it was a good swing." In the post-game interview, he simply repeated those words, calm and composed, just like always. But what caught the attention of Japanese baseball legend Ohtani wasn't the result. It was Ohtani's hands, specifically the bat he was now holding. Since the 2025 season, a new trend had taken over Major League Baseball: the so-called torpedo bat, designed with more weight toward the barrel, creating stronger centrifugal force during the swing. While everyone else chased the trend, doing everything they could to hit the ball farther, Ohtani was the only one who completely ignored its allure. The bat he chose, by his own will to break out of the slump, was the exact opposite of what everyone believed in. A hollowed-out bat with the barrel deeply shaved down to lighten the feel in his hands. Why would one of the most powerful hitters in the world make a decision that seemingly sacrifices distance? Even experts in Japan were left puzzled by this unusually strange choice. But Ohtani, he saw it instantly. The moment he looked at that shaved-down barrel, he fully understood the almost obsessive dedication Ohtani had toward hitting, and the terrifying true intent behind it. At the core of Ohtani's unconventional decision was an intense and unshakable mindset. When hitters fall into a slump, most start to panic. Grasping for coaching advice or the latest data to find answers. But there wasn't a trace of doubt or urgency in Ohtani's mind. He simply trusted his own feel at the plate and kept testing over and over again. Even as the media kept questioning what was happening to him, he quietly picked up each new bat delivered to the clubhouse, making adjustments down to the millimeter while staying in tune with his body. That, right there, is what makes Ohtani different. It's not about understanding technique in his head. It's about having it fully ingrained into every cell of his body. Without being swayed by data or outside opinions, he trusts only the one thing he knows best, his own feel, and methodically arrives at the right answer. Even as the media kept making noise, he never leaned on others. He believed in his own instincts and found the optimal solution himself. That kind of conviction, it's on another level. But to truly master this uniquely chosen bat, it required an otherworldly skill, one that goes against everything baseball convention has ever taught.
Ohtani's special bat.
The bat Ohtani chose for himself. A uniquely hollowed-out design with the barrel deeply shaved down, making the handle feel lighter. Generally, when the barrel is lighter, it improves swing control. But at the same time, it reduces the power transferred to the ball, leading to less distance. That's exactly why power hitters across Major League Baseball prefer the heavier torpedo bat. To maximize centrifugal force and drive the ball as far as possible. And yet, even with the drawback of a lighter barrel, Ohtani keeps launching massive, jaw-dropping home runs into the stands like it's nothing. How is he pulling off something that seems to defy the laws of physics? The answer lies in a truly otherworldly hitting skill that only he possesses. On his YouTube channel, Ohtani pointed out just how unique Ohtani's batting form really is. Swinging from top to bottom, like water flowing down a mountain, doesn't take much power. But scooping the bat from bottom to top takes tremendous strength. In our era, that would have been the very first thing coaches tried to fix. For years, Ohtani himself emphasized the downswing as the fundamental principle of hitting. And yet, Ohtani's uppercut swing completely goes against that long-standing baseball doctrine. Normally, this kind of unconventional swing wouldn't work at all. But Ohtani acknowledged it as a true exception among exceptions. Only Ohtani can do it. No one else. That's a privilege reserved for him alone. It's precisely because of this superhuman power and his overwhelming swing path that even after shaving down the barrel and reducing the bat's weight, he can still drive the ball without losing any distance, sending it on a perfect, towering arc. Against tough inside fastballs, he whips the hollowed, lighter barrel through the zone in an instant, then forces the launch angle with his natural power and uppercut swing to drive it out. It's the ultimate hitting theory, built on a complete understanding of his bat's structure and the limits of his own physical ability, fused together with principal precision. Without ever giving in to the easy trend of the torpedo bat, he trusted his own swing characteristics and chose the optimal tool with his own hands. This subtraction revolution in his bat wasn't some minor tweak or whim. It was the one and only perfect answer, made possible because he knows his body and his craft to the absolute limit. And it became the key to a terrifying new level of awakening. And this astonishing decision soon pulled the media and fellow players around the world into a frenzy, a complete 180 in perception. What started as a deep slump turned into the true beginning of an epic comeback, as a once-in-a-generation phenomenon rose from the bottom and shattered the very conventions of Major League Baseball all over again.
The subtraction revolution, proven by results.
Ohtani's switch to the hollowed-out bat brought a stunning turnaround to Los Angeles, instantly wiping away the heavy slump from opening day. This subtraction revolution, driven by his unwavering trust in his own sharpened instincts, became the perfect answer to the relentless inside pitching of the majors. And that brilliant comeback unfolded at a breathtaking speed. So fast, it left everyone in awe. After launching his second solo shot on April 5th against the Nationals, he followed it up the very next day with his third solo homer against the Blue Jays. And just like that, he was back in full home run mode. Teammates on the Dodgers couldn't hide their shock and admiration at this unbelievable comeback. The ever-composed Freddie Freeman said, "It was a high-quality game we can be proud of as a team, and more than anything, it's great to see our best hitter go deep." And in response to Ohtani's remarkable home run, he even gave a deep bow in the dugout, showing the highest level of respect. Manager Dave Roberts, who had calmly said early in the season that it's not a big deal during Ohtani's slump, now praised his resurgence. This is him at his best. He's handling inside pitches and driving the ball hard to the opposite field. You could hear the confidence in his voice as he pointed to the dramatic improvement in Ohtani's spray chart. Even the Japanese sports media, who had been almost panicking just days earlier, questioning whether Ohtani's bat was okay, had no choice but to completely change their tone in the face of these overwhelming results. His slow start is officially over. What once looked like strange experimentation with different bats was actually the pure essence of who he is, driven by an unwavering commitment to his own feelings. Now, they've begun praising even that gritty trial-and-error process without hesitation. Instead of jumping on the trend of heavier bats, he made the bold decision to shave down the barrel. To those around him, it may have looked like he was lost. But in reality, it was the most certain path to reconnect with his body and rediscover his optimal swing. Once the results came, all the noise vanished in an instant, and the world once again found itself in awe of him. With nothing but his own philosophy and a single bat, this once-in-a-generation phenomenon flipped the entire narrative on its head. You can't help but be excited for what he does next.
Thanks for watching all the way through. What did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to follow Shohei Ohtani's incredible journey. See you in the next one.